Welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Blind. We have just these water guys to go, and then we can theoretically finish Cyclonian. Let's get to it. Ooh, they have ice. Interesting. So the watery guys have ice attacks. That's fair. The air guys had lightning attacks. The fire guys had fire attacks. And the water guys have ice attacks. The earth guys have earth attacks. Didn't get to fight one of those. Didn't need to, and there was a bunch of people in the way. Enchanted water. Interesting. Shadow, frost, nature, fire, arcane. No. Would lightning be arcane damage? Possibly. I'm hearing sound. Oh, it's somebody fighting these. Well, that's inconvenient. We'll see how this progresses. What is attacks? Movement slowed, attack slowed, frozen in place. They really need to make use of that ability better. They freeze me in place and then keep standing there doing melee attacks. That's not optimal. You silly water / ice guy. Not the best strategy. And it is incredibly annoying when enemies that can freeze you in place, and then take 2 steps backwards. So they're not in melee or ranged distance, but somehow they still actually are. Because they're just cool like that, I guess. Enemies get to have different range for their attacks, but no. We get stuck in the you can't do anything dead zone for some reason. Looks like at least some of those people were only interested in the altar portion here. So that potentially bodes well for our ability to continue doing this quest. Oh no, there's another guy fighting him. That's not great. That's not what we needed. That's going to slow this down immensely. Elemental water. Okay, see that's... Again, that's not actually the item we need. We're looking for some cresting charms things. That's fine. I'll take some elemental water. That's probably pretty cool. It'll go very nicely with our elemental air and our elemental fire we got. Oh, resistant. Can't be having that. As far as buffs go, we got 3 minutes left on this set, so I don't think we could get 8 kills in 3 minutes, so we're probably going to be using another rock and soup. That's probably fine, though. Wow, a lot of enchanted water. My goodness, 5 enchanted water. I guess this is the burning pitch equivalent. Actually does something though. It's just a straight up mana restoring item. Or if that's actually used for something, or it's just similar to the drinks that you can buy that just Restore your mana, just in general. I'm not gonna complain about it. Free loot is free loot, I suppose. And at least it stacks to a higher number, so that's also a benefit. Because the burning pitch only stacks to 5, so that's less ideal. No charms yet. And all the rumbling boys are dead. Good. Fantastic. This person's still hanging around. Another person down here. What are y'all up to? And our buff is going away, but there's no rumbling guys to kill, so we're not going to reapply our buffs until there's a reason to. Well, this is awkward. I guess that fish was also kind of a waste. Incredibly inconvenient for me. There's one. Okay, so we're going to get our buffs going. You better not come over here and attack me while I'm doing this, ruining my buff. I don't have an infinite number of these things. There we go. Alright, back at it. Once again, to the Cresting Exiles. They kind of freeze me. It does negligible things. So I think I'm fine with that. Frozen again. Nothing dropping. And we're actually frozen in place. And now we're not. How slightly inconvenient for me. Thank you. How are you doing on XP? Doing okay. Making decent progress. From all the fighting things we have to do for this quest. And there's still an undetermined amount of fighting left to be done. I could banish some Cresting Exiles. Don't think that would help me very much, so I'm not going to do that. And that would also cost me a Thundering Charm, so that's like the opposite of what I need to do right now. I kind of need to keep these for that quest I'm doing, you know? That's kind of part of it. Everybody in the middle's back.
Need more rage.
Getting all slowed is kind of annoying. But they don't seem to be particularly powerful. I guess most of their abilities has gone into the whole freezing things bit. Which, honestly, not working out the best for them.
Not ready yet.
Getting all the Sunder Armors. Your tiny little bracelets will have no armor now. What do you think about that? Cresting Exile. He thinks I'm gonna freeze you. We got cape. I have a pretty good cape. More armor, more intellect, and spirit, but no stamina. So we would get 3 armor, 3 improving the rate at which weapon skills improve, which meh. -6 stamina for +4 spirit. So we have less health, but it regens slightly quicker. And in total, 11 total points versus 12. Not too impressed. Not too impressed by this Blackforge cape. I have to zoom in. Let's see what it would look like if we wore it. Oh, it's black instead of green, but it's similar short style, so meh. That gets a meh from me. I will stick to the stamina. Thank you very much. At least we know that they can drop some stuff too. Like the other guys dropped me the necklace that replaced this one. So it's not nothing. Hey, there's our first question charm. They do exist. Seven more. Has not been a good start to the cresting charms, not gonna lie. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Worst case scenario, we get another cape that maybe has stats we're more interested in. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna complain just a little bit. I'm gonna complain the appropriate amount. Enchanted water. Yay. If only this was food, that'd be slightly more convenient for me. What I really do not need right now is 13 times 1300 mana. Because I can use precisely 0 of that. Oh well. I sure do love freezing. I guess one of their freezes actually slows my attack speed down, so that at least does something for them. But the freezing me in place and then not doing anything does not make them very formidable. Oh boy, enchanted water. It's everything I always hoped for. Thank you very much. With how common these seem to be, I don't think they're going to be worth much. And the fact that you can get all sorts of things that restore your mana, as far as I can tell. Be something kind of similar to food. It's like, yeah, it's slightly convenient, but you really don't need to spend extra on it. It's very, very doable to go with slightly cheaper versions. I suppose restoring your mana might be slightly more valuable than restoring your hit points all the time. And I guess it is a over time too, so you can't do it in fights. I don't know. I don't have mana. Maybe it's great. Maybe it's something they really would like. Maybe it's used along with the elemental whatchamacalls to make potions or something. I don't know. We will see if it is on the auction house next time we're around there, which will, hopefully, be after we complete Cyclonian. But the rate we're just getting cresting charms, that's starting to come into question. Wow, not getting good drop rates. Yeah, it's fine. We already knew the drop rates was not great from the other two charms, so we really cannot be surprised right now. And I'm not surprised. Not a little. Not even a little. Well, that was overkill. At least I can eat while frozen. That's at least something. And even becoming unfrozen didn't stop me from eating. Convenient. Come on, second charm. Hey. Hey, how would you like to drop the third charm? Now that I know I just have to ask for it. Definitely not the quickest process. That's fine. This is fine. We're getting a whole bunch of tasty water. Oh no, now we're dead. Okay. Slow down. They only have melee attacks and they're slowed down. Luckily, I was not slowed while I was trying to slow them. Oh, are they coming? Hey, we did it. Okay. That's what I've been afraid of this entire time, fighting these guys. Two of them, not a good idea. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Get a little bit further away from that other one. So we can try to avoid that happening again. Here's the worst time that could happen. While we're frozen in place. Not ideal. Not ideal. We already have so little time to get out of there. We don't need to minimize that by spending a few seconds just sitting around not doing anything. If we want to survive, that is not the play. Enchanted water. Stacks to 20. Okay. That seems to be about the max things stacked to. Except for the projectiles. Alright. Take out these two that tried to team up on me. At this rate, our inventory is going to become pretty full with water here, which is of dubious worth. Nothing. We seem to pretty much be able to fight two of these guys in a row. As long as we don't manage to mess up and fight two of them at the same time. That is the problem here. Does this have a tiny little water face? Yes. More enchanted water. Great. How would you like to have your enchanted water back? I will trade it for cresting charms. Please and thank you. Guess that brings up the question, what exactly are these charms? Exactly. Like, are they part of these monsters, or are they what gives them their magical being aliveness? If that's the case, they probably would not trade for just some regular water. Also, they'd probably be pretty angry at me for all this hitting them with sword I'm doing. So.
Too far away.
Time to have another soup. History stew. I'm not gonna say it's going well, since we only have 2. But we can keep on keeping on. So, water guys. They have ice magic, and they're made of water. Ain't that something? I guess the next question is, how strong is Cyclonian gonna be? Because we've got buffs, we got our extra buffs on standby. If this guy's like level 43 or something, we might have some problems. The quest itself is having us fight level 38s and 39s. The tusks were lower. The life roots were just a whole thing themselves, if you actually tried to get those yourself. You feel like it's going to escalate. That seems like the reasonable thing to expect. If it takes all the power of hundreds and hundreds of these guys Could be a pretty significant foe. We will see. We will see. Regeneration. Okay. I resisted. What a jerk. Six. We still need 6. We still managed to get 2 of these charms, so at least we're doing better than we did with the life root. Not that that is a high bar to get over. I'd still like to get all 8. That'd be great. Hey, that's 3. Making progress. Very small. Incremental progress. So that means 5 more. It's not difficult, it just takes some time. That's how most things have been. We are. No, we can't back up. That was close. We were kind of close to the other guy. And we were frozen. That thing I specifically said was the worst possible scenario. Who are you? Oh, that's just this guy again. Hey, Crest and Charms. Nice. 2 in a row. Crest and Charms. Not gonna complain about that. What are y'all up to? An elite level 42. He can be up to whatever he feels like being up to. I can't stop him. My goodness. I would have a hard enough time against a non-elite level 42. My goodness. No back to back to back? Eh. I'll take what I can get. And what I can get is currently back to back, so pretty good for me. I will take it. I will take that any day. Flying. Fighting them again. Overall, these seem to be fairly popular with whatever it is other people are doing. Which, of course, is not ideal. There's enough for 1 person to be here, and not enough for 2, which is not great. It's really not. It's very much less than ideal for an MMO. Enchanted water. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing any water guys, so I don't need to have a snack because they're all dead. Oh, there's some. The real water guys were behind me all along. You'd think they'd be more frozen with all their ice magic they do. They're just that good at it. If they don't accidentally freeze themselves. That'd be pretty embarrassing for them if they did that.
Not enough rage.
Almost down to the last stack of fish. That's okay. The last stack of fish that we have with us. Let's remind ourselves. The last stack of fish is still an eon from now. Not that I'm going to complain about that, because it's definitely going to help clear out the bank a little bit here. Which is something we're always looking for. And it's going to a good cause of completing this quest. Slower attack speed really doesn't help. But their weaker attack damage does, so. You win some, you lose some, I suppose. They might have left. It's hard to tell. Kind of. They ceased to exist, so maybe. And maybe they'll be back. Enchanted water. Cutting this one a little close, going in at basically half HP. But we have the potions, so it's probably not going to be a problem. Probably. We got this. If he parries me, that's going to be a problem. Nailed it. 20 fish remain. And 4 charms. We're getting there. We're getting there. You don't typically get the entire 27 seconds. I have got the entire 27 seconds of fish. I'm going to use it. The fish heals a lot more than the potion over a longer time, so I guess that makes a lot of sense. Crest and Charm, 5 out of 8, yes. Finger on the wrong button. Tried to poison the watering hole. Or make it bleed. It's more of a bleed.
Need more rage.
Or if there's any blood monsters. Would they be immune to bleed? Because they are already made of blood. Just entirely. I feel like that would probably be a magical creature, much like these guys, so probably immune would make sense. Okay.
Not enough.
I'm kind of interested to see what banishing and cresting exile does, but not interested enough to waste one of my charms. These things, it turns out, are not easy to come by. We have a lot of enchanted water. And a little bit of elemental water. Elemental fire, elemental air, elemental water. No elemental earth, since we got to skip those, but that's fine. Okay. Sword is sharpened again.
Need more rage.
Last fight before we have another stew. Ultimately, I want to eat this stew, get the 3 charms, run over and fight Cyclonian. But if we need to use another one just for the final fight, I'm not going to be too mad about it. We are getting very close to 40 here. And we do have a whole stack of well-fed buff items that require level 40 just waiting in our bank. Three last charms. So close to being done. Could be 3 more. Could be dozens. That is RNG for you. If you're trying to come here to farm the elemental stuff, you're going to be here for a long time. Even if you're strong enough to defeat these guys really quickly, they only respawn so fast. So eventually you would get to the level where that is the main factor slowing you down here.
More rage.
We are not at that point. We can stay here all day, constantly fighting. At least until we run out of fish, and it's going to slow us down quite a bit. But if you're high enough level, you can probably not worry about that. So.
I'm out of range.
wonder if the rock guys had any special abilities. These guys are freezy guys. The fire guys were made of fire. The wind guys shot lightning. Would they just be big rocks hitting you with their strong rock attacks from their rock hands? Would they have a magical ability of some description? Or would they just be big rocks? I could see this whole freezing you in place thing being pretty annoying if you were trying to kill them really fast. Because then you wouldn't be able to move around. And that would kind of inhibit your ability to fight the water guys really fast. Wasn't even worried. Not worried at all. Now I get to use the entire fish to heal all of my hit points. The health. We didn't have much of it. Really do not want to die while doing stuff like this. If for no other reason, it wastes the well-fed buffs. And we cannot be having that. What we can be having is 2 more cresting charms. Please and thank you. He says while taking it by force. Flurry, enrage, battle, well fed, sharp sword. Oh boy, another person. Looks like they're dual wielding. They're a rogue. Don't worry about it. What I'm worried about is this other person here. Fighting the water guys. Making things more difficult for everybody. Water guys from the middle. Oh. Going to be luring them out slightly to potentially avoid problems in the middle here. We can pretty much run away from these guys, but really do not need extra problems right now. Alright, resisted? Please don't. Not cool. Not cool. Not getting many hits in on this one. But we're gonna come back.
Not enough rage.
Yeah, elemental water. It's something. That is 3 elemental fire, 3 elemental air, and 3 elemental water. Interesting. Could that mean we're gonna be done here now? Leave it at 3, 3, 3? That'd be pretty great. Two charms. So our attacks get slowed, but then our attacks get sped up. So ultimately, it's probably fine. At least that will counter a little bit of their freezing.
Need more rage.
It's something. I guess the next question is fighting Cyclonian the next thing that we do? Is there going to be another intermediate step here? I mean, there's the intermediate step of making the essence, but after that, I guess we'll find out after we make the essence. As we check the quest list. Bring the items. Use heart's power in a weapon, you'll get that weapon to you. Gather the items. I summon Cyclonian. Seems pretty straightforward. I get things, then Cyclonian guy. It's the getting things part that's the difficult part. Maybe we can give Cyclonian the extra cape and necklace. Really get some fashion going on him. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Oh my goodness, what we got here? A one-handed sword, 22.1 damage per second. Wow. With +4 agility and +5 strength. My goodness, that's not bad. That is... Pair that with an offhand, and that'd probably be better damage per second than my sword I have now. Let's see what this looks like. It looks like a sword, as opposed to my larger sword. Don't let looks deceive you. It's actually a very powerful sword. Something makes me think we're going to be getting a better weapon. But somebody might want this. That's not bad.
Not enough rage.
Also, I don't think we have any training with one-handed swords. Is that a separate category? Skills. Training uses two-handed swords. Yes, our sword skill is 1. We would have a hard time trying to use this sword.
I need to get closer.
That's a pretty cool sword, though. Level 35, one-handed sword with strength and agility. Not too shabby. Yeah, our sword doesn't have any of the bonus modifier thingies. It just has the arcane blast attack thing. And there we go, we're done. Alright, next up, we need to make our way over here. At any rate, we need to get out of this area. Here we go. "17 minutes left on the sword, 3 left on the food. And it's going to take far more than 3 minutes to walk out of here and all the way over there. But we might be able to get there before our sword needs resharpened. Oh, for fuck's sake, raptors. We need to get to the road. That'd be a lot easier, he says, as raptors block the way to the road. Just trying to walk here through the raptor-infested areas. Okay. That's everything. That's everything we need. Okay. Just need to cross a Rathy. And Hillsbride. Should be a nice, easy walk. Everything in this area seems to be my level or lower, so shouldn't have too much problem with anything we might even accidentally bump into on the road here. Not that this part of the road is much of a road, per se. That's okay. Hey, it's our good friends, the Thundering Exiles. How you guys doing? Thundering along? Lightning blasting people that walk past? There's a campfire over here. This guy always have 3 guys. But I only had 2. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Back on the more pathy path. Oh, and then onto the really pathy path. Oh yeah. Smooth sailing from here on out, as far as I can tell. He says before coming up on a forsaken bodyguard pile. Forsaken courier. Don't know what y'all are up to. I'm sure it's fantastic. No, don't mind me. They've got a letter to deliver and they have 4 bodyguards. Hey guys, would you like to know about the whole bunch of people right behind us? Can I stall you for a second? You guys are elite. You would mop the floor with those guys. Yes. 38 and 236 elites versus 5 base guy level 35s. Not even a challenge. And I bet they're both going to the same place. There's still significant conflict over in this castle-y place. Specifically named Stormguard Keep. Stormguard. It doesn't look much. There's still a lot of guys in there. Almost to Hillsbrad. And then from there we walk next to the river to the north. Probably just take the path to the river and then head up. Pretty sure that's how this whole thing works. Here, iron deposit. That's worth it. I was like, if that's tin, I'm not gonna be too interested. But for iron, absolutely. That is very much where we are in the blacksmithing progression. So I will take that all day. We even got a mining level out of it. And a jade. That's okay. All right. "11 minutes on the sword. Should be okay. That's the theory, at least. It's a very nice wall. Very thick. Hillsbrad, foothills. Do you think there's some hills here? Hard to tell by the name. Everything's weaker. I can work with that. Now I'm even less concerned. Except for the Cyclonian. I'm slightly more concerned about that. But that just makes sense. Oh, we are very close to the next level here. Yeah, pretty close. Depending on how much experience we get for finishing this quest, we might be level 40. We will see. Probably not quite. It's gonna be... Obviously, we're getting close, so... We will see. Vicious gray bears. Don't you try anything. Way stronger than you are. Sagefish school. I think those are used to make the food that also does mana. That's not something we're particularly interested in. Just like that tin vein. A nice riverside stroll up to our final destination here. Avoid being attacked by the bears, if at all possible. All right. We got agility boost. We got strength boost. We got stamina boost. We got spirit boost. Our sword is sharp. And battle shout. I think we got this. I think we got this. This could potentially be overkill for fighting one guy. But other quests that we've done, randomly 4 other guys show up, so it's hard to tell whether or not this is actually going to be overkill. Here we are. Got a cauldron or something we need to use. There's the cauldron, okay. There's an iron deposit. Yes, please. We're standing too close to it, so we're in the fire, so we're interrupted. We're interrupted again. They need to put like a safety ring around these things. The cauldron bubbles, its vapors beckon. The charm sinks slowly into the cauldron's depths. A large bowl rises to the surface of liquid and breaks, and a churning lump of molten rock is revealed. Essence of the exile. Cool. these iron deposits underground, maybe? 'Cause I'm seeing 2 iron deposits here.
I can't look that right now.
An iron deposit under your house? Nope. That's actually... That was just the symbol for him. Disappointed. But expected. Let's get ready. We got buffs for days.
How you doing?
Do you have the items, Sir Erickson? Gather them in the proof I need that you have the strength to face Cyclonian. You've gathered the items for my spell and have shown me your strength and cunning. But the next stage of our quest is even more perilous. Let's hope your strength does not falter. I'm ready to perform the ritual to summon Cyclonian. When he is summoned, you must defeat him and take his whirlwind heart. Then use it to instill a weapon with Cyclonian's power. Are you ready to face it? Give me 25 seconds. So I can go back in with Blood Rage again. Bring the whirlwind heart to Bathra, the wind catcher. Wind watcher. He's a windy guy. Are you gonna summon him right next to us? Is that a good plan? I question if that's a good plan.
Okie dokie.
I'll begin the summoning. Following him? Okay, where are we going? Not right next to his house. Very smart. Here we go. It says 40 elite. That's not good. Oh, we can push around. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Not even close. What is this malarkey? I was afraid of this. Not even halfway there. How is fighting a whole bunch of regular level 38 and 39s supposed to mean I can fight a level 40 elite? Anybody want to explain that? Some of these quests, I swear. So, now what? Is this the kind of quest where you can have multiple people fight at the same time? That's what we're gonna need. I can't go one-on-one with an elite that's higher level than me. That's not how this game works. Maybe if I was a mage or something, I could freeze him, but no, that's not how this works. Good. Fantastic. All those buffs, not even close to necessary. If he was a level 40 normal enemy at the end of this ostensibly solo quest where you go all around the place getting all the things, but no, of course it isn't. That'd be too fair. And it doesn't even make sense with the quest lore here. He challenges you to get all the pieces required to do the summoning. And tells you that it's all it will take for you to prove that you're worthy. No, it's not. Not even close. Kinda a joke. Do they have any modifiers here where they can choose between having an appropriate level enemy and an elite level enemy? Is there something in between that they could use where it's, hey, look, it's a strong special guy, but not make them 5 times stronger than they need to be? A lot of this could be my fault, because I don't actually know what I'm doing. But still. Oh, look, it's Cyclonian. Hi, Cyclonian. How you doing? You're full health. That's how he's doing. Oh, now it's a yellow elite. Are you ready to face it? I'm not. Clearly not. You randomly changed it to be an elite quest at the last second. Thanks for that.
What you want? Hey there, relax. Who you be? Hello, man. I'm over this.
Me too. Alright, what's the plan now? Can anybody even help me with this quest? Would they... Is he gonna despawn eventually? Is this mine or what? Oh, there he is. He's gone. Okay. See if we can sabotage this somehow. Make it so it's not an elite quest for no reason. Talk to him now? There we go.
Relax.
I must have the whirlwind heart. Yeah, about that. Cyclonian's gone.
Be seeing ya. Hello, man. Later.
Well. Jump in this pot and live here. Yeah, Cyclonian's gone now. So that's great. So, what? Abandon quest and wait for somebody else to show up? Ask in the public chat. Barely anybody's here. Well. We did it! We finished Cyclonian quest. And by finished, I mean failed. It's finished. How incredibly inconvenient to change this to an elite quest for no reason. Maybe we'll find enough people to get this done. Or maybe we won't. Honestly, don't know anymore. Next time, goodbye. I got one more idea. Wish I would have remembered this when I had all my other buffs. But we're going to give this one last shot here. The secret ingredient is retaliation. Will it be enough? Probably not. Am I going to try it anyway? Sure. This probably would have helped a lot if I would have remembered to use this when I had those scrolls. If this fails, I'm going to go get the scrolls, so the second person will be able to be enough, but we're going all out. Using up another stew, probably. I mean, we don't plan to do any combat right after this, so. Oh, it's going to be... There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Abandon the summoning. Okay. Talk to this guy for the summoning. When you summon, you must defeat him and take the whirlwind heart. Really missing those strength and other one buffs, but okay. We will see. Here we go again. Begins a spell of summoning. We're going to weaken him first. Can't do that while stunned. Alright, retaliation. Bring it home. Storm form. Oh my gosh, we're so low already. Oh, it's not gonna be enough. Wow, that was it? Yikes. Maybe we can flee. Nope. It helped a little bit. I did not feel like that was 30 attacks. Oh, it's 15 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that would have been enough even with all the other buffs. So. You just return me to life. It's fine. Okay. I'm going back to Ironforge to do a bit of preparation, and I'll come back here and get somebody to help me do this elite quest. Because it's an elite quest. That's just what happens. Next time, goodbye.